Hello, this is Deb. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to put a video together for pickled eggs. Steaming eggs this time in my Ninja Foodie. You can also do this in an Instapot or pot of water. The secret is you get your eggs up out of the water and you steam them. A dozen eggs I steam for 30 minutes and they peel beautifully after I've put them in a cold water bath. I did this the other day at 20 minutes and they were still hard to peel, so I put them in here for another batch for 30 minutes and it works fantastic. So I will be taking these steamed eggs once they're cooked, and then I put them in a cold water bath. I just wanted to show you. I've got my eggs in this sink, cold water. Show you after steaming these eggs for 30 minutes. Look how easy they peel. What it is, it causes to shrink just a little bit inside. Even farm fresh eggs will peel this easily. I've never had it that easy to peel an egg. Now I got a whole new way. All my eggs will look great in the jars. See? Look at that. Perfect. Cold water bath and the peelings come right off. So the next step I am putting together, I have my brine heating up on the stove. I use apple cider vinegar. I know many use the white vinegar, but I still love the flavor of the apple cider vinegar. Yes, it's darker, but it doesn't matter. It's going to make the eggs taste fantastic. And what I'm doing full strength. I'm doing the whole thing in apple cider vinegar. With the 3 dozen eggs, that is 6 cups of apple cider vinegar in the pan for the brine. And then instead of using canning salt, I use the pink salt. I prefer that. You use a little bit less because it's a fine grain and the saltiness comes out even more when it's a fine grain. And then I have mixed pickling spice that I use in my brine. And in each jar, I'm going to put 1 clove of garlic to go in the bottom. So when I get ready to put the brine in the jar, once it's heated up over the eggs, then that'll add extra flavor. I also have some onion I might cut up and put in it. But the main thing is the pickling, the spice, the salt, and the vinegar to preserve your eggs. Okay, I'm getting ready to bottle up or jar up my eggs. And get them I got my jars in the oven heating up, because since I got hot brine to go over the eggs, I don't want to shock my jars. So I'm going to go ahead and get one of the jars out of the oven. Get oven lid off and begin putting the eggs in the jar. Oh, first of all, I got some onion here and I got some garlic. Go ahead and put that in the jar, a little extra flavor. And I'll start sticking now I also like the narrow mouth jar for canning up eggs because the shoulders kind of keep the eggs down in the brine. So each one of these will hold 6 eggs. A dozen eggs, excuse me. The jar is hot. I'll take this. Better get a glove for that too. Everything's hot. There we go. And I'll take my ladle. Get a little closer so it won't get so messy. All the spices are in there. And then just start ladling. Whoop, hold on. Get my funnel. It'll make things a whole lot easier. Less messy. There we go. It says since this is full strength vinegar, the acid in the vinegar will protect your eggs up on the shelf. Bring it just above the eggs. You want to get the eggs covered. Now this is not going to be pressure cooked. It's just going to be steam canned for 15 minutes. So, lid have been warming, and I'll wipe my lids and my rim with clean water. So I'll just use that. And always check your rim. Since we're dealing with vinegar, there's nothing greasy or oily there. Checking that. Rim on them. And my lid. And still just finger tight for the canner. Now I'll set that over here. I haven't got my canner set up right yet. Okay, get me another jar. Okay. One, two. Get the onions and the garlic down here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Another bowl there. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Get in there. And 12. They all fit. See how they fits down under the rim? It kind of holds it down instead of a wide mouth jar. So it makes it a little easier to keep your eggs under the brine. Funnel. Ladle in your vinegar. Vinegar over your eggs. There you go. Wipe the rim. Lid. Rim. Finger tight. Another jar. One more for the rest of the eggs. Flavors down in there. Oh, I need to wipe that yet. Losing my steps. Alright. Gotta put the eggs in there first. I know I love boiled eggs. I've never really even had pickled eggs before until I started canning, and I've seen everyone canning pickled eggs. There's so many things you can can. It's just amazing. And it's wonderful when you're just learning all this and utilizing what you've learned. And I thank you all for the videos that I have learned from already. I know you can add other spices into your jar if you want to, but since I used the pickling spice, it already has a lot of the spices already in there, so I'm going to try this first. And even though the vinegar is full strength, with the way it absorbs into the eggs, it just balances out, so it's not over vinegary when after you've left your eggs sit for a while and you get ready to use them, because the pickled eggs are so versatile. You can use them in so many dishes besides just eating them the way they are. So alright, I got these jarred up. We'll get set up over by the canner and we'll show you the end results. Okay, I have the jars in the canner ready for steaming, so I'm going to go ahead and close it up, and when they're finished, well, I'll bring you back. Okay, the 15 minutes is up, and I waited till the lock in the back fell down, relieving the steam pressure that was in the can. And then once the steam stopped venting, Then I went ahead and set my lid ajar. I did not take it all the way off because I didn't want the cold air to rush into the can. So I'll leave it another 15 minutes and then I'll bring out my jars. Okay, I have taken the jars out of the canner. That's the 3 on this side here. I did add some pepper flakes to it and some dill to this one, and I added cilantro to that one. And these 2 jars on this side were the 2 I did the other day in the other video. So I went ahead and just kept these in the refrigerator. These are my refrigerator eggs, so I'll leave them sit for 2 weeks before I try them. And these here I'll put on my pantry shelf. So hope this was helpful, and I'll be back with another video in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.